Hi everybody, Nathan Hoven, Superintendent here, to give you an update on how school has been going so far. We've been in school just over a month, and it's been great to see all of our students back in school, both in person and virtually. We knew coming into school that we had a lot of plans in place around COVID, and we were very confident that those plans would minimize the impact of COVID on our schools. And so far, we've seen that to be true. We've had relatively low numbers of positive cases, and we've been able to limit our numbers of quarantines as well. But now is not the time to let down our guard. While things have been going very well, we need to keep up all of the things we're doing in order to continue to have success. To help our community track the impact of COVID on our buildings, we have published a dashboard on our website that shows both positive cases and quarantines as a result of exposure. When we review our data, we see that the vast majority of our positive COVID cases are coming from outside of our buildings, not spreading within our schools. In addition, many of the quarantines we've seen are as a result of exposures from outside of the building as well. While we have many safety measures in place while we are in school, we ask that you follow those same guidelines when you're out at home or out in the community. That's wearing masks, following physical distancing guidelines, and good hand washing hygiene. If we follow these guidelines wherever we are, it will continue to help us minimize the impact of COVID on our buildings. While our results so far have been very positive, we know that there are lots of questions out there about what we will do if our numbers should start to rise. Please know that we've been making plans around that scenario, much like we do for other unlikely events, such as fires and tornadoes. The most likely outcome would be that we would close just the impacted building for 2 weeks to give a chance for the positive COVID cases and any quarantines to run their course. All students in that building would learn virtually during that closure. All other buildings in our district would remain open as normal. As we navigate this school year, please remember that it's not all about COVID. Many other things are happening as well. It's been great to see the beginnings of our Prop S project starting to take shape. Thank you again for your overwhelming support of our bond issue to make those things happen. In addition, we're moving forward with work on equity and inclusion. Our board passed a resolution in support of our equity and inclusion initiatives, and we're forming a steering committee as a district to help guide our direction on that work. Of course, teaching and learning has continued as well, although not in ways that we're used to. Our in-person teachers have had to rearrange their classrooms, their routines, and their lesson plans to accommodate all of the new guidelines we have in place. Our virtual teachers have had to start with new lessons to engage students through computer screens in ways they've never had to do before. And some of our teachers have had to do some of both. We've been incredibly proud to see the efforts of our teachers, our staff, our students, and our families to make all of this work. It's been uniquely challenging for everyone involved, and we've been very happy to see the results. Before I wrap up, I want to provide a couple of thank yous. First, thank you to our teachers. They have worked incredibly hard and adapted their teaching to make such a positive experience for students and families. They have put in countless hours, and we are very proud of them. Please continue to give them grace as they work with our students. And second, thank you to our families. Thank you for trusting us to educate your students, whether you're sending them in person or if they're learning from home virtually. Thank you for continuing to keep your students home when they feel any symptoms so that all of us can stay healthy and safe. And thank you for continuing to send notes of encouragement to our teachers when you see the great things happening. In just a few weeks, we're going to be sending out a survey for second semester learning. Much like we did over the summer, we're going to ask you to choose between virtual or in-person learning for second semester, so be thinking about that choice. We look forward to a successful school year as we continue to all do our parts to make this work, because we are better together.